Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm going to be giving you all of my tips and tricks for unlocking Nebula camo inside of Black Ops 6. As most of you know, I just recently got Nebula camo on 33 of my weapons, unlocking the Dark Ops calling card, so I figured I'd pass along all the knowledge that I've learned along the way. To start out, I'm going to do some general tips. There'll be timestamps in the description, and you'll probably see on the video timeline if you want to skip to a certain camo. The one thing I will say right off the bat is I will be talking about exclusively using directed mode, which is the best method for earning camos. However, I do want to give a disclaimer that you shouldn't feel obligated to do this in the most optimized way, quote unquote. If you would rather just play normal zombies, go up to around 30 or 40, exfil, and repeat the process, by all means, I think you should absolutely do that. Play the game in the way you're going to enjoy it the most. Don't feel like you need to earn it as fast as humanly possible. With that being said as well, this guide will need 0 gobblegums. You can use them if you'd like, but I will not be talking about them at all because you honestly do not even need them. One of the big differences between Black Ops 6 and games like Cold War and even Modern Warfare Zombies, to my knowledge, is guns can be leveled up and you can earn camos on them without them actually being unlocked, similar to Black Ops 4. You can use permanent unlock tokens on weapons you unlock later in your levels, such as the AS-Val at 55, the GPMG and or the baseball bat at 52, and the LR762 or the Compact 92 at 49, but you can also buy them off the wall and from the box. You should familiarize yourself with the wall buy weapons that you can get on either map, and then load in with the various weapon that you want to use that you know you can only get out of the box. Also, owning a weapon blueprint permanently unlocks the weapon, saving you an unlock token, so that's something to keep in mind when leveling up the battle pass, or if you really want to, buying a bundle. It's another perk as well for having the Vault edition of the game and or completing the campaign, as that gives you blueprints unlocking certain weapons. I do also want to make a note, at the time of recording this video, you cannot get DLC weapons from the box. The only way of using those in your game is by having them as your loadout weapon. With that as well, DLC weapons can substitute for launch weapons, as you'll only need 33 Afterlife camos to start unlocking Nebula. For example, you can use the Krig to replace the Sigma, or the Zog to replace the knife, so on and so forth. Melee weapons also cannot be earned from the box. The only way to get those is by using the keys dropped from manglers and using them to open lockboxes. The final thing is I will be talking about Liberty Balls because it is the best map for grinding camos. It has everything you need, with a little asterisk, which we will get into later. First off, starting with Mystic Gold, you'll want to load into Liberty Balls, which is the map that I'll be using for this video, and working your way up to opening Pack-a-Punch. Once getting to Pack-a-Punch, you will not want to progress the Easter egg any further. Do not pass any point after obtaining and building the jet gun. Once you're at either round 11 or 12, just keep continuously repeating this round until you earn Purple Tiger. As a side note, Deadshot will be immediately available for increased headshot damage bought from the Wonder Fizz, and it will also auto-aim your gun at the zombies' heads if you're using controller. It should definitely be a priority perk to get besides the usual suspects. I would also personally avoid using ammo mods and or elemental pop, as the alternate ammo types can jack your headshot kills. And if you feel like you need to use an ammo mod, Cryo Freeze would be the best one because that really only slows down zombies and doesn't actually get kills. Once you've earned Purple Tiger, you will have 2 special camos that each gun will need. They're picked from a pool, and I'll give you a brief list of some of the challenges, but it will vary from weapon to weapon. There are challenges like 300 kills with the specific ammo mod, 300 Pack-a-Punch kills, 300 kills at rare or higher rarity, 300 point blank kills, 100 kills on zombies affected by a tactical, 10 mangler kills, 30 vermin kills, 75 armor zombie kills, etc, etc. I personally recommend, if you get either the vermin or the parasite kills challenge, it may be beneficial to just save and quit your directed mode match. You'll want to load up into the respective map to earn that camo. Once completing all the military camos and your 2 special camos, you will finally be able to earn Mystic Gold, which is 10 rapid kills 15 times. The best way that I find to do this is just to train up the round of zombies, which if you're staying at round 11 or round 12, is you'll get around 30 zombies, so just round them up and kill the horde as fast as possible. maybe just going for headshots. Doing this, you should earn Mystic Gold after a couple hordes. Moving on to Opal, the reason that I say you should stop at round 11 or round 12 is because those rounds will guarantee a Mangler spawn. However, I have heard conflicting reports that people don't know if it is actually guaranteed every round, and I've actually figured out what the determining factor is for if you will get one every round or every so often. That is when you hit round 11 or round 12, if it starts as a vermin round, moving forward, you are not guaranteed a Mangler. It will either spawn in a Mangler or it will spawn in a vermin. If you get a vermin round on round 11 or 12, just go ahead and save and quit and load back in. And if it starts as a regular zombie round, you can guarantee that you will get a Mangler every single round. Earning Opal will of course take some time, as you will basically have to repeat round 11 30 times to get it. So what I personally recommend doing is having one gun class that you're working on Opal and then another one that you're working on Mystic Gold. So for example, I'm trying to get Opal on all my assault rifles, then I work on getting headshots for the submachine guns. And for whatever reason you don't need to work on Mystic Gold, if maybe you're on the final one, you can also take these rounds to work on things like calling card challenges, mastery medals, things of that sort. After unlocking Opal for 33 weapons, you'll finally be able to unlock Afterlife. The Afterlife challenge requires you to get 10 Jackrabbit medals, which is just getting 20 kills without taking any kind of damage. There are a few methods that I use to tackle this challenge. First off, if you are completely done and you do not need Mangler kills anymore, you can progress the Easter egg and acquire the LTG. This will increase the round cap to round 15, and now will only spawn zombies and you will not get any more Mangler spawning in. If you have a slow firing weapon such as a sniper rifle, a pistol with a small magazine, or for whatever reason the weapon just doesn't allow you to kill fast enough, you can horde up the zombies, train them to get no more spawning, and then fire it into the horde to get a guaranteed Jackrabbit medal. If you do have a weapon that kills the zombies really fast, which you should at this point, you can sit on the side roof of the bank next to one of the machines needed to be calibrated for the Easter egg. This spot only allows zombies to spawn in front of you and to your left, which will guarantee you super easy Jackrabbit medals. Lastly, if you're working on a melee weapon, you can sit on top of one of the two tanks in spawn. The one closer to the bank can only be climbed up on from the zombies, whereas the one from the gas station has that little awning that the zombies can jump down from. The method that I recommend you using is to kill as many on the one tank as you can without getting overrun. And once you feel like you're about to get hit, you can jump off, run to the other tank, get on top of it. The zombies will have to run over, climb up on top of it, rinse and repeat until you unlock your Afterlife. This is by far the easiest camo to unlock out of the entire grind, so getting all 33 weapons shouldn't take you more than a couple of hours. After earning 33 Afterlife camos, you are finally able to start progressing towards getting Nebula. If you haven't already, progress the Easter egg to the point of building the LTG and actually placing it down. Once you place it down, you'll have to defend it from zombies until it stabilizes. And once it stabilizes, it will spawn in one of the two possible elites. You're either able to get a beefed up Mangler or an Abomination. From there, just kill the elite, flip the round until you're able to interact with the LTG again, and rinse and repeat. Once you do this 10 times, there you go. You are now the proud owner of Nebula Camo. For completing DLC weapons, unfortunately, you will need to tackle those in a separate game, as there is no other way to obtain them other than having them as your loadout weapon, which this may be patched in the future. At the time of recording this video, which is the early weeks of Season 1, there is no way to get DLC weapons other than loading in with them. One final piece of advice that I have is using a spreadsheet can be extremely useful for staying on top of the grind and knowing what you have left to work on. I will link one in the description that I've been using. I think it is the best out of all the ones that I've seen, so let me know how it is. And there you guys go. That is the best way for earning Nebula Camo that I've experienced. The gameplay that you've been watching, I loaded in with 2 DLC weapons and went from basically nothing, getting all the way to Nebula in one game. Now, of course, this is something you'll have to come back to day after day, but this is the most consistent way that I found to earn this camo. Before, I found it was taking a lot longer, especially before having directed mode. With all that being said, guys, if you have any other tips or anything that I missed, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I will add them to the description and I will credit you as well. With all that being said, guys, I did hope you enjoyed today's video and you found it informative. If you did, be sure to drop a like, share it with your other friends that might be going for Nebula as well. God could be extremely useful for them. If there's any other guides like this in the future that you'd like to see, let me know again down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel as well as you're new. I post lots of Black Ops 6 videos. As always, it's been Jack, and until next time, later. Never get stalled. If you want it less, then you'll never have to say pardon. Rocking them Jordans, take flight, never look back, and I'll never have to ask who's on. And keep your flaws, and you can write the small print. Fuck the lease, you know why you bought it. Keep on roaring, hard of a lion, and you stay away from sirens while the rest get lured in.